So I watched Saberspark's video where he titled it, "Is the Hazbin Hotel controversy valid?" Because apparently people on social media were talking about some of the, I guess you could say, controversial moments in it. And from what I read, from what heard in Saberspark's video, it sounds like it all stems from the idea that they only had 8 episodes to utilize in the first season and not enough time to really just flesh out the characters or flesh out the story and everything, in that, within that allotted time that they had episodically. But if I'm going to be honest, in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, my speculation, I think the real controversy that comes from these people isn't just, the fact that they feel not enough time was allotted to the characters and the story development with the 8 episode length. I think it was due to the fact that it's how heaven and hell are represented. I think that's how the controversy really, got started, in my opinion. And I'm doing this without any script or bullet points. It's just, off the top of my head here. But I think that's how the controversy really started. It isn't because of the fact that, it's a unique concept of somebody in the underworld, if you will, is trying to redeem souls to go up into the gates of heaven, Olympus, if you will, and have a joyous afterlife. It's not that, because that's a good concept. Don't get me wrong, and people appreciate that kind of a concept. I think it's just how it's presented. To me, I think they don't mind someone like, a Charlene character doing what she can to help these people achieve that goal, and providing them with a residence, to make that opportunity happen. I don't think they mind that. I think what they mind, honestly, is how certain aspects and elements of, Olympus, if you will, and the underworld, if you will, or heaven and hell, depending on how you want to look at it, are represented. They don't like that. They don't like how the angels are designed the way they are, or how the lead angel, Adam, who's supposed to be based on the biblical Adam, is viewed as a sadist and an egomaniac and self-centered, and actually somebody that's supposed to more than likely be in the underworld and hell more than heaven, along with his associate Lut. It's like basically people don't care for that. There are people in the religious community that don't care for that. And I think part of the people that come out and they complain about the controversy of plot development, character development, and not having enough time within the span of 8 episodes, I think what they're also trying to say is, hey, why is it depicted this way? Like, why is Charlie, someone that honestly should be in heaven because of her good nature, why is she, in this situation? Why is she like a hybrid, a half-breed, if you will, of an individual that wants to do the right thing, but yet, she's stuck where she's at? And then, of course, you have who her father is, and it's like, well, how is her father that way? If he's represented to be the snake that tempted Eve and everything, it's like, you have all these different elements and elements and presentations that some people will not enjoy. They will not be happy with. But yet, again, there are things they like. Like Charlie's a good character they like. They like what she's doing, but it's just the certain other aspects of it. Like, what's her name? What's her girlfriend's name? I can't think of it right now. They might like the character development of her girlfriend gets in the series, where we find out, yeah, she used to be an angel slayer. Someone that used to go down to hell and slay the populace to make sure it doesn't grow, and only, was basically left there after she showed compassion to a young child, of the underworld. And it's like, what, you're going to punish her for doing something God wants, showing compassion? It's like, there are elements, there's elements like that that like, yeah, we like the character growth and development in background storytelling for this character being shown and it's appreciated. We just don't like how it represents heaven rejecting that, and because that's not true. That's not fact, if you will. So when I look at controversy, in conclusion, when I look at controversy being discussed, I look at the controversy of not just, not enough time episodic wise and, to, flesh out the characters and flesh out the story and everything. I look at it from the fact that the controversy, in my opinion, just my speculation, comes and stems from those of the religious community, from the Christians and the Catholics and the Jewish, that they could watch this show and appreciate some good elements about it, certain characters like Charlie and all that, but it's the other stuff like the LGBTQ representation and how certain aspects of heaven and hell are represented. It's just certain things about it that I will turn them off. Now, hopefully over time, because I think there is a second season coming, there is a second season coming, I should say. Hopefully, when we get to that, which will probably be another 8 episodes. Hopefully, we get more story fleshed out and more characters fleshed out, and hopefully, to give people that are, doubtful about this, that even if they are part of the prayer warrior religious communities, I'm a Christian myself, born again Christian myself, hopefully, it gives them a better opportunity to sit down and watch this and maybe be like, okay, I may not like some of the aspects here, but I get where she's coming from. I get where Vizzy's coming from and everything. For me, if I was to watch that here in this house, forget it. Forget it. It'd basically be like if I tried to watch, D&D, the original animated series. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. So, it's just one of those kind of situations, which is crazy since we watched Little Nicky, an Adam Sandler film, and we enjoyed that. But I guess it's because it was not as, maybe not as, what's the word I'm looking for? Not as corrupted as D&D was supposedly, or how, I guess you could say mockery, because that's how some people will look at this. I don't look at it like this. In fact, I applaud Vizzy for making this dream come true. I think she did a great job here. So hats off to her for making this happen. But people would look at it from that perspective of being a controversial mockery. And, they would not allow that to be seen in their house or around them in any capacity. So hopefully, like I said, in the next season that comes around, we get a better, Vizzy is able to flesh out the characters, flesh out the story, and people that may have not wanted to take a chance on it, that of all of the religious, community, the prayer warriors, hopefully they'll have that better understanding of, okay, I see what she's doing. I just don't like certain elements, being, described the way they are. And maybe upon hearing that controversy, she will, if not has, kind of fix that so that it's not so controversial, I should say, and not so turn-offish, if you will, and they give it a chance. And again, realize, okay, I see what she's going with, but I still kind of feel like certain elements need to be, fixed even more so. But give me your thoughts. What do you think the real controversy is between Hazbin Hotel? Do you think there's any controversy either way?